Thanks for joining us tonight. Today marks 2 weeks since 13-year-old James Yoblonski went missing near Devils Lake State Park. As the Sauk County Sheriff cuts back on search efforts, his family says they're picking up the slack. Braden Ross has that story.
It's now been 2 weeks since 13-year-old James Yoblonski first went missing here in Sauk County near Devils Lake State Park. But for the family and the dozens of people out searching for him today, hope is not lost.
I think it's impressive. We have a fair number of people out here, and it's good to see.
Sunday, dozens gathered to search for a missing 13-year-old boy who authorities believe may be trying to live off the grid as a survivalist. Family and volunteers combed through the rough terrain near where Yoblonski first went missing 2 weeks ago, looking for any sign of where he could be.
Especially after this many days. It's, he could be anywhere, he could be hurt, he could, anything. So your mind just kind of jumps from one scenario to another. Just hope we find some evidence or some, closure to this whole thing.
Yoblonski's aunt, Mary Wagner, knows all too well what it's like to lose a child without answers.
30 years ago, actually, my daughter, Lori Deppis, disappeared up in the Menasha area. And at that time, I was so grief-stricken, I wasn't allowed to search or anything. And so for me, it's kind of a longing I've always had, is to be able to help, to look. So I just had to be here.
The Sauk County Sheriff's Office had previously asked the public not to search out of fear they'd push Yoblonski further into unfamiliar territory or that someone could get hurt in the process. Yoblonski's father didn't want to go on camera, but when I asked him about the sheriff's warnings, his response, "They can't stop us." The family tells me they're not ready to give up the search anytime soon, and all they want is to see James home again. For now in Sauk County, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
If you have any information that could help find Yoblonski, you can contact the Sauk County Sheriff's Office. And be the first to know as we learn more about this developing story by downloading our Channel 3000 News app. You'll receive news alerts as investigators release new information.